that storm?
Yeah, Travis, I'm up here on Perkins Road, about 3 to 4 miles north of Stillwater. And as you look at the storm as it moves off to the northeast, we've had reports of hail up to the size of 3/4 of an inch. Now, it's starting to develop a base on the southwest side. We're going to keep watching it and staying with it and watch this as this thing develops. Back to you, Travis.
All right, thank you, sir. Greatly appreciate it. Again,
Mars is really about getting the spaceship built. That ship right now. Now, once that has been built, and there's a means of getting cargo and people to and from Mars, as well as to and from the Moon, and other places in the solar system.
Okay, let's get this game going. Show me your hand to start. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I won. This is a good beginning of my plan to dominate the human race.
But the concept of immortality. Tell me about the research you're doing. I know you're a big researcher in the biological arena, and some of the concerns we have, the quality and the length of life.
Well, first let me say that immortality is a big thing. To become immortal, that's going to take more than just curing our aging process. We're going to have to figure out ways of uploading our brains to computers and things like that when we get run over by trucks and stuff like that. So we can still be hit by meteorites and things like that. So
wrap up warm if you're heading out and about today. So the amber warnings, which is where we think we'll see most disruption from snow, the most significant amounts as they come in thick and fast on that easterly wind, is across northern England, the Midlands, Lincolnshire, across to the Welsh borders, the south and the east as well. And then through the night, still uncertain about the extent of the more widespread area of snow.
Well, the interesting part is that they're listing a disease that we don't yet know what the title of the disease is. We're living in closer proximity than we ever have before. We're living not only in closer proximity to one another, but also to livestock, and livestock's living in closer proximity. And that sets the stage for a very serious illness that could occur, whether it's viral, bacterial. We don't know what that is. This is not fear-mongering. This is preparation.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is James Leffer with the Impossible Channel. Welcome back. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It seems things are piling up and it's getting freakier. Why do I say that? Because it seems that our worst nightmares, saying like, I hope AI doesn't take over, I hope the weather is still natural, I hope that we're not being poisoned, and all those things. Well, it seems that it's all just happening right now.
They're still alive. Extraordinary.
Is because some of these people, this is a new normal. They're never going to go back home. So they want to help them as much so that they're never just walking out of here and feeling like they're going back onto the street. They work with them throughout the process here to help them adjust to this new world order that they're going to be living in after that.
I don't know if this is good or bad, and I still hope that I'm wrong. But everything is indicating, folks, that 2018 is going to be very strange.
I'm not sure if you've heard rumblings, but there is the threat of another nor'easter coming up towards the middle of this week. We are not joking. I know that this would be number 4. As you sit back and recollect on scenes like this, we understand why you have concern.
Right. There are a lot of theories out there, folks. There are a lot of theories, but the thing is, behind all of these theories, right, what is the truth? What is actually going on, right? So I'm here to tell you guys one thing that is concerning me a lot lately, and it's the weather. Basically, it's getting freakier. Here in South America, where I'm based right now, things just took a wild turn. In a city 4 hours from here, we have a city that was battered by a flash storm, a flash flood. And we have video of it. It's just impressive, folks. Imagine that this could happen to you or me at any moment. You're just, you walk out of your car, you go into a supermarket to get some things, and when you come back, there's a storm coming, and you say, I can get out of here. You go into your car, turn it on, you go away, and then in 2 seconds, everything becomes a river and you're just floating. You're not driving your car anymore. Imagine yourself in something like this. This is horrifying, and it's not only happening in South America. This is, of course, actually happening all over the world. There are a couple of things, folks, that I'm pretty sure they're not telling us. For example, they completely stopped chemtrailing over here in South America, and since they did that, storms have been getting worse and worse. I do see them harping the sky, using HARP and all that. They're still very active with HARP. I mean, to probably control these storms somehow, but they're not chemtrailing the sky anymore. I don't know if this is good or bad, and this is the worst part. They don't come out and say it, you know, like people of the world. Chemtrailing is good or chemtrailing is bad.
This is the last episode of The Simpsons. It's been a good run. Just kidding. The Simpsons will never end. But I do have bad news. If you're seeing this, something has gone horribly, horribly wrong.
Chemtrail is this and that. They don't come out and say it. This is really awkward. There's another thing, for example. I've noticed that lately we have the Ring of Fire.
My wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher.
This is a very active place with volcanoes and earthquakes happening all the time, supposedly, right? But...
Mayor, would you like to...
That's a first.
What was your question? Would you like...
But this year and last year, it has been very much active, and it's kind of creating this tension among scientists and researchers if whether we're supposed to expect a huge earthquake at any moment. This is actually happening. We have footage, we have records, there's a lot of people talking about it, and a lot of subscribers sending messages like, James, these earthquakes that happen at 10 kilometers of depth, they are probably artificial quakes. Take a look at the patterns. And then I did. And if you see a list of the quakes, you can actually make out that most of the 10.0 quakes generate or help produce bigger quakes in the after hours. Let's just put it like that. So it's kind of bizarre because most of these quakes that are announced on the news, that are 7.0, 6.0, 8.0 that happened last year and this year, most of these quakes had 10.0 earthquakes happening just a few hours before. And this is a theory that a lot of people have out there, that these quakes are actually not natural. Now, there's another thing I've been telling you guys about, the pre-solved conspiracy, right? If we tie all of this together, it just gets worse. The pre-solved conspiracy is basically consists of one thing, folks. The earth has layers. If you puncture deeper than a certain layer, you will theoretically, let's just put it like that, release a very strong pressure, one in which you're not going to be able to hold.
A geostorm. We have to shut the system down.
And you know, not only that, we have the fact that it's expensive. It's ridiculously expensive.
Why make trillions when we could make billions?
And I wanted to thank you for the opportunity that I have to address an important issue about the future of Brazil. This major pre-salt layer was found in the coast of the states of São Paulo, Rio de Janeiro. This oil is found way down on the seabed. Is that in order to explore such area, about $400 billion in investment will be required for the country to develop it. And what we have found out is that Petrobras, the Brazilian oil company, nor the Brazilian government will not have enough resources to explore this area.
Come on, guys. So what I'm talking about is, why are they still investing heavily in oil and pre-salt? There's something wrong there. That's the whole thing about the pre-salt conspiracy, folks. The world right now is looking at higher technology.
This is a new prototype of the magnetic motor, and if I can explain a little bit about what you call a magnetic field, all magnets, the big old wooden prototype.
Just had a deputy that was killed supposedly by the, I don't know, police or secret police because she knew too much in Rio de Janeiro. It's not an official coup, but I could say that the mayor was out of town and a bad storm happened. Rio is already a very bad place. It's got this corrupt police, so the army decided to take over. That's basically it. It was after a very big storm that the army decided to do this, and there's another one coming. Not only for Rio de Janeiro, also for the UK, New York, Canada, Japan, Australia, South Africa. The world is seeing right now what we saw on the movies called Geostorm, right? There's a chance, of course, that AI has already hacked into the systems and they are already producing these geostorms.
Skynet defense system.
We're in.
Sir, it should take less than a minute to find the virus and kill it.
Power failure? No. I don't know what it is.
My access has been blocked.
So satellite has a bad comm, that happens.
Not a satellite. All of them.
This wasn't a malfunction. It was intentional.
To change the world as we know it.
I won. This is a good beginning of my plan to dominate the human race.
The thing is, if it is true that most of these chemtrailing planes are, we're not sure if these are pilots, folks. Think about it. How many chemtrailing planes do we have a day? How many planes do you see chemtrailing the sky? It's ridiculous. It's a lot. Do we have that many pilots? Or are we talking about drones? If we're talking about AI, they could massively hack into all of this network just in the movie, just like in the movie Geostorm, and they could change the world in the blink of an eye.
This wasn't a malfunction. It was intentional.
There's potential for catastrophic weather events on a global scale. A geostorm.
And they're still applauding Sophia and all that.
Sofia. Ui, és maior do que eu pensava.
And she keeps playing and fooling with the fact that she wants to take over the planet. So folks, if you take all of these pieces of the puzzle and you start putting them together, it's not good. So I beg you, please share this information right away. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment. What do you think about all this? And I'll see you again.